Blue Ridge City Council will meet in special session at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, September 9th, 2025, at Blue Ridge Community Center, located 200 West Tilton, Blue Ridge, Texas, with the following items on the agenda for discussion. No action will be taken on any of the items listed below. Item 1, roll call, order roll call. Wendy Mattingly. Here. David Apple.
Here.
Trenton Sisson.
Here.
Linda Brawley. Here. Ron Williams. Public comment.
So I want to mention this about our public comment. So if you remember last meeting, we talked about having the appointing of the city secretary on this meeting. However, that can't happen only due to if you look at our code book and you look at city positions, it says city administrator and assistant city secretary. There was never a city secretary's office created in our code book.
Okay.
So that needs to be created. First in order to actually appoint a city secretary. Which is ironic because if you look at the assistant city secretary, it says reports to the city secretary, but there's no city secretary office, so to speak. And do historic books and stuff like that. I assume probably what happened is since the creation of this was originally a town, they had a town secretary, and then transitioned to the city, and there was a city secretary. So I assume records got lost where the actual duties were, or it just never was a thing, right? It never was a creation because it always has been a thing. Is my best assumption, because our electronics only go back so much, and the physical copies can only figure out so much based on that. And so I'm assuming because it's been a thing, a town secretary since like 1933, right? They've never had a creation of it because of that. That's my best assumption. So we're going to have to create one. So I'm working with Allison to create an office, like what she's been doing, what previous state secretaries have been doing. So we then can appoint her as well.
There's a job description. There's definitely a job description.
Yeah, but there's no office.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, fun city Blue Ridge.
So then we have to vote to approve that position, and then we have to
it'll be an ordinance to approve the creation of city secretary office, which is going to throw everybody off because there's going to be questions.
Yeah.
And then we can appoint her officially because we can't appoint someone without there actually being an office.
No,
There's an office. But
So was Edie a city secretary?
she was a city secretary, yes.
But there was nothing interesting.
Nothing, because the electronics go, all the way back to the 70s and jump to 53, right? But, the earliest mention of a secretary in 1933, and obviously creation of city was like in the 60s or so, and then to be a type A was in the 90s. So there's always been a city secretary, even in I think 93, an ordinance was signed by Edie Sims as the city secretary. And obviously a town secretary in 1930. So there has been. Why it's not in our code book electronically or physically?
Just hadn't been codified.
So
Yeah.
That's the best thing. Is it probably was created but never codified. There's a trail of that. So now there will be. Anything's right. That's right.
Anything else as far as that goes?
That's it.
Okay. So we'll go to item 3. The City Council of the City of Blue Ridge is considering adoption of a property tax rate at 0.429606 per 100 evaluation for fiscal year 2025-26. You may keep bringing these, so you get explained.
Yeah. So the sheet in front of you is required by all our meetings, like was mentioned to us during the executive session. So the taxpayer impact statement, I can read as follows. The City Council of the City of Blue Ridge is considering adoption of a property tax rate of 0.429606 for the $100 valuation for the fiscal year 2025-2026. The average taxable homestead value in 2025 was for the upcoming one, the average taxable homestead value is $98,411. Tax on the average homestead at the proposed rate is $423. In the last rate, it was $520, so that's a $97 reduction. And the levy on properties, the taxable value last year was 98,324, and 24. The levy at the previous rate of 0.528548 was 519,694. The total value, taxable value for this upcoming year is $126,847 and $173. The levy being at 0.429606, which is $543,992. Change in levy is about 24,298, which is up by 4.7%. The required comparison rates, the no new revenue rate, which is 0.444706, the voter approval rate, which is the 0.429606, and the diminished rate, which is 0.811723. The proposed tax rate of 0.429606 is below the non-new revenue rate, equal to the voter approval rate, which means the city is not required to hold an election on this rate. An increase in levies lead to new properties added to the tax roll and value growth, not an increase in the tax rate. The average homestead will see a tax decrease compared to last year's rate. Yeah, we can go on if this is no other question for the tax statement.
Okay, item number 4, resolution of the City Council of the City of Blue Ridge, Texas, approving a proposed tax rate of 0.429606 per 1.
And setting the public hearing for September 23rd at 7 p.m.
Setting the public hearing for September 23rd, 2025.
Yes. Yeah. It's a city hall, no, no, it's a city hall, but the Blue Ridge Community Center.
Blue Ridge Community Center.
Okay, I agree with the proposed tax rate of 42966.
David Apple,
Yep. I'm cool.
Wendy Bagley,
I'm in favor.
Sisson.
Good.
So item number 5, correct? It's adjournment.
Much of it.
Yes.
Second.
Second.
7:07.